This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
After 70 years of service to the Diocese of Scranton, friends, family, and the bishop came to honor Father Patrick Cortez. Hey there, friends. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Ken Kara, coming to you in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and an SD on Channel 13. No matter where you are, never miss a story by subscribing to the SSPTV YouTube channel. Now our Wednesday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker. Family, friends, and former parishioners gathered today at Fritzingertown Senior Living Community in Drums for a very special occasion. His Excellency, the Most Reverend Joseph Bambera, Bishop of the Diocese of Scranton, celebrated a Mass in honor of the 70th anniversary of the ordination of Reverend Patrick Cortez, a native of Hazelton and a retired chaplain colonel in the United States Air Force.
Well, I spent 24 years as a representative of the diocese in the United States Air Force.
Oh, wow, what was that like? So you had to help guys in the Air Force, you talked with them, you did Mass for people in the Air Force?
For 24 years.
In Vietnam?
Vietnam, yes.
I came to know Pat over the years when he returned to serve in our diocese. Father first went out to Williamsport when he returned from the military and retired. And then, of course, he was assigned to Hazelton here, his hometown, and has served for many, many years before his ultimate retirement. But I might add, up until just about a few years ago, well into his 90s, he was covering in many of our parishes. He's a character. He certainly will tell you what he thinks, and he's not at all reluctant to share his opinion on things, but we're really blessed, and I'm so honored to be able to be with him today, to celebrate this Mass, and to honor 70 years as a priest. That's really quite an accomplishment and a blessing. It doesn't happen all that often.
I heard that you were one of the clergy who greeted all of the returning prisoners of war from North Vietnam in Hawaii. Is that right? So Senator John McCain and all the others who were prisoners in North Vietnam, you were one of the clergy. You were in charge of the clergy who greeted them, were you not? What was that like?
They used to leave North Vietnam by plane and go down to the Philippines, and then from the Philippines they would fly to Honolulu, Hawaii.
And that's where you would greet
And
them?
then we would meet them there in Honolulu, and then they would leave Honolulu and go back to San Francisco. But when they were in Honolulu, many of them were laying in the bed, they'd be on a boat, on a plane, laying on a bed. Many of them were just sitting in the different planes. A lot of planes came through and we met every one of them. And there were a lot of people from this area who would come and meet the planes when they came, and meet the people who were on the plane.
In addition to the Air Force, Reverend Cortez served at Most Precious Blood and Holy Rosary parishes in Hazelton. Congratulations to him on this very special milestone. Memorial Day is just days away, and one community in our area is continuing its long-respected tradition. Lisa Sugar reports.
Monday, May 28th is Memorial Day, and as in years past, the borough of West Hazelton will once again host its parade and program in that community. Here to tell us all about it is the man who keeps it going. He also served the community for 8 years as the mayor of West Hazelton, former Mayor Frank Schmidt, who himself had served our country and is a veteran. So thank you for your service, not only as a veteran, but also as a former mayor.
Thank you very much.
Why was it so important for you to keep this parade and program going? Because I know a few years ago when you were mayor, it almost stopped.
Yeah, about 7 years ago, I received a call from the commander of the VFW, and he says to me, he says, Mayor, I'm sorry we can't have the parade anymore because the VFW closed down and the people moved on to different VFWs. And he says, maybe we can at least have a service by the World War II Memorial. And I says, okay. And that was the end of that. We hung up, and I started thinking about it after the phone call. I said, geez, this can't be right. This parade has to go on. I mean, it's been going on since Second World War. So I took it on my own. I started calling people. I called the school district and received a ban. I called up other people, guest speakers, the Little League fire companies, you name it. I called everybody up. Within 2 days, I had the parade set up. I called the commander back, and I said, Tom, we're going to have a parade. He says, yeah, where are you going to get this and that and that? I said, Tom, believe me, I have everything. So then he started believing me. And then he says, what are you going to do after, the memorial service all? I says, we're going to have a luncheon. I have everything settled. People donated all the food, and I'm very happy, that that's going to happen too. So everything was set up. We had the parade, we had the memorial service, and plus the luncheon.
That's great, and it will continue again on Monday, May 28th. So the setup is like at 8:30 in the morning, but then the parade is at 9 o'clock. And what do you say to people out there, as a veteran yourself, why do you feel so strongly about this, and why should everybody be coming together at some community to remember those who paid the ultimate price?
Well, it's very important. We have our freedom today because of those veterans, those people that died fighting for our country, and we have to show our respects to them. And this has to go on forever, not only the World War II, but all the other wars too. And we have to really get the people out there.
I grew up, my dad was a commander of the VFW in Beaver Meadows. I had that embedded in my head that it was always, you had to be there, you wanted to be there to recognize those who did pay the ultimate price. But do you think the message is getting lost these days? Do you think the young people will continue to preserve these traditions?
I hope so. Like, we had the Little League show up, we had the Boy Scouts show up, and then we have 3 guest speakers from West Hazelton School. So the children are involved, and I think by this going on, it stays in their mind and they remember, and hopefully they'll remember for the rest of their life and pay their respects.
All righty. Well, the Memorial Day Parade and program will continue in West Hazelton as it has for many years. Again, Monday, May 28th. The parade is setting up at 8:30 a.m. and it starts at 9 a.m. Winters Avenue by the VFW. We hope the community will come out and support this wonderful event to say thank you to those who gave the ultimate price.
Thanks, Lisa. And this is the third of 10 nights where you can enter to win a family 4-pack of wristbands, a $100 value for the Spring Fling Carnival presented by Powers and Thomas Entertainment and the Laurel Mall. Call us now, 570-459-9813, extension 108. Leave your full name, town, and phone number. We'll draw one lucky name at random from the entries that evening. You can only win once every 30 days at SSPTV. The Carnival opens tomorrow and runs through June 3rd. At the Laurel Mall. And a quick reminder that our SSP TV programming is available tonight and every Wednesday from 6:30 until 8 p.m. on our high-definition channel 513. You can also catch a rebroadcast of SSP TV News tonight at 8 p.m. on both channels, Channel 13 and HD 513. Coming up, Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman and I break down the local softball and baseball district playoffs. And next, information about this year's Relay for Life in the Hazelton area. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
It is one of the largest events here in our area, and it benefits the American Cancer Society. I'm talking about the annual Relay for Life of Greater Hazelton, taking place on Saturday, June 2nd at the track at Cougar Park. Here to tell us all about it is Kelly Kostaneski. She's a volunteer with ACS and has been working hard along with so many team members to get ready for the big event. Are you ready?
We're ready to relay, Lisa.
There you go. That's the usual slogan, ready to relay. So tell our viewers what they can expect at this year's Relay for Life.
It's a one-day event packed full of entertainment and activities for everybody. It's open to the public. We encourage everybody to come out. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's a great opportunity to come out and learn what Relay for Life is all about. It's the biggest fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. It's their signature fundraiser. And as you said, it'll be from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. We're going to start off with our opening ceremonies where we'll have the Hazelton Area High School Marching Band kicking off for us before the ceremonies, and then we're going to have the Freeland American Legion and VFW providing our colors. Allison Leonard will sing the national anthem for us. So we're going to start with that. Then we go into our Survivor Celebration, which registration begins at 10:30. Then we have a free luncheon for all survivors and their caregivers. That'll take place about 11:15. And then the survivors and caregivers get to take their ceremonious lap at 12:30.
And that's really special when that happens. So we hope people will come out for that. And if they are a cancer survivor, they should definitely participate in it as well. But you have some new things happening this year, too.
We do. We have, I guess our biggest new thing is the Glow Run. Our great team from MMI Preparatory School is hosting a Glow Run. That'll happen at 9:30 p.m. We're bringing back our craft show, our craft and vendor show. So it'll be all homemade crafts and different vendors. That's going to run from noon to 6 p.m. And then we have our great team from Cargill Cocoa and Chocolate hosts a mini duck derby.
I understand there's a unique vehicle that is going to be there.
Yeah, we also have a great team from Hershey, and they're bringing their Hershey Kiss Mobile. So think the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, but just with a Hershey Kiss. So that'll be fun.
That sounds fun. There will be great food for sale as well. And I guess one of the special events is the Luminaria ceremony that is held each and every year.
Yes, that takes place around dusk, so approximately 8:45. That's where the candles will, we used to line the track with them, but what we found last year is we have a tent set up and we put them in the tent and you walked in and it was just glowing. So everybody really loved the effect that it had. It was filled, the tables were filled. So we're going to do it inside the tent, and that's where you can purchase a candle in memory or in honor of someone who had cancer.
It's a wonderful event. You have to be there to see it in person, to appreciate it. Congratulations on the great works that you guys do all year long, all these volunteers that come together for this. And we want to stress, because people think you have to be part of a team to participate. You don't.
No, we take individuals, and like I said, if you're unfamiliar, you're welcome to come out. It is open to the public. It's for all ages.
All right, and if anybody wants more information or wants to register for the Glow Walk or Run, what do they do?
Okay, you can call 570-459-1212 or visit our team event page. It's at relayforlife.org/PA Greater Hazelton, or search for the Greater Hazelton Relay for Life on Facebook.
All right, good luck. Hope you raise a lot of money, and I hope everybody out there watching turns out to experience this wonderful event, the Relay for Life of Greater Hazelton, on Saturday, June 2nd, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful night and will be clear. You can spot the International Space Station at 8:46 p.m. and 10:20 p.m. Look up Spot the Station, that website, for more information. Tonight, mostly clear. We'll have a low of 53 degrees. On Thursday, sunny with a high near 76. Thursday night, clear with a low in the mid-50s. Friday is sunny with a high of 79. Mostly clear at night, low of 60. Saturday, we do have a chance of thunderstorms. Mostly sunny, high of 82. At night, chance of showers and thunderstorms, 30% chance. Mostly cloudy, low of 64. A high of 77 on Sunday with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. At night, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 59 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more.
For daily hours, call 570-455-5362.
That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton, and like us on Facebook.
How would you like to take a splash in a newly renovated pool? With the renovations almost complete, you will soon be able to do just that at the Hazelton YMCA.
Hello, my name is Lizzie Littleton, and I am the aquatics coordinator here at the Hazelton YMCA. We offer Red Cross classes for anyone from 6 months old until 12, and also adult classes. So our Red Cross classes, we offer parent-taught classes, so that's mommy and me, 6 months to 3 years. We offer preschool aquatics for 3 years to 5 years old, and then we offer youth swim lessons for 6 to 12. Our swim lessons are typically throughout the week, usually in the afternoon. We do have some aquatic exercise classes that take place in the morning throughout the week. And on Saturdays, we have morning classes for the children. The size of the classes are typically 8 kids to 1 instructor. So the next swim session starts the week of May 27th. That's our summer session 1. If the session has already started, then yes, you may still sign up your child. We'll gladly accept it as long as we have room in our classes. We do offer private lessons here at the rate of $25 for members and $27 for non-members for a half-hour session. The most important reason why you should sign up your child for swim lessons is because swimming is the only sport that can save your child's life. Drowning is still one of the most common causes of accidental deaths in children, making swimming an essential life-saving skill. So if you wanted to sign up, you could call us at 570-455-2046, or you could see us. We're on 75 South Church Street.
Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman joins us next. Right now, look at your midday winning lottery numbers. We'll be right back.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
A district playoff edition of Dave Day with Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman. And Dave, a lot of Schuylkill League power at the AAA level in baseball of District 11. Schuylkill League's the number one seed will be North Schuylkill out of the Schuylkill League. Tamaqua, they knocked off Notre Dame Green Pond, who is the number 2 seed in the playoffs here. And that sets up a semifinal matchup with Pine Grove and Tamaqua, both teams out of the Schuylkill League. Dave, moving to District 2, it's a District 2 11 single A sub-regional tournament. MMI gets a big win over Lincoln Leadership Academy. They'll now play for a District 2 championship against Forest City. Steve Stallone covered that game for you guys. A big win for the Preppers after a lot of adversity they faced this season.
Yeah, they certainly did. I mean, like a lot of teams, with the bad weather, kind of got teams off to a slow start this season. And in the Preppers' case, their field really wasn't ready. It was really inundated, sloppy turf for most of the year. So they really didn't get a chance to play on their home field. That, and then a couple injuries came along, and then they're running up against a rugged schedule. They're playing crossover games. They're not really crossover games, but against a lot of bigger schools in their own division. Teams that were undefeated. Traditional powers like Holy Redeemer. Hanover area has been very good this year. The Preppers accorded themselves well coming down the stretch, and right now they're playing schools more their size too, and I look for them to be very competitive moving forward.
And their coach mentioned, too, just not having the depth at a single-A school when you're playing all of these games in 1 week, and that can be very, very tough. Now, at the 6A level, the Hazelton area Cougars, Dave, they fell short in their bid for the Wyoming Valley Conference Championship, but made a great run there at the end of the season as they get ready to match up with Delaware Valley in the semifinals of the District's 2-4 sub-regional playoffs. They have a lot of momentum carrying with them, and you'll be at that game.
It's a long trip, but the Cougars, if they come off the bus ready to play, they certainly have the talent. It's a lot of young talent, unproven talent, but really they have nothing to lose at this point. You're playing in a district semifinals against a team, Delaware Valley, who's been strong all season, the second seed behind Williamsport in the sub-regional tournament. Definitely Delaware Valley will present a formidable challenge for the Cougars, but again, the Cougars have been playing, like you said, well down the stretch. They've been getting outstanding pitching from some young players like Jerome Repitz. Frank DiGaetano has pitched very well down the stretch, and Brady Antolik, another strong pitcher. The lineup has come through. Devin Reeds hit the ball very well, out of the number 2 hole. Alex Mentler, number 1 spot. Gavin McGowan, Gabe Collier, it's Chris Heim. They've all been contributing at some point or another. And again, if they play loose and they play confident, they have a chance to go into Delaware Valley and surprise the Warriors.
Dave, let's go to softball right now. So North Schuylkill, they won the Schuylkill League Division I championship, but then lost in the Schuylkill League playoffs in the championship to Pine Grove. There's a chance those two teams could meet up again in the District 11 AAA championship game. However, that will be tough as Pine Grove will play Marion in the first round. Tamaqua, the number 3 seed in 4A softball in District 11. And Dave, Hazelton area, the Lady Cougars, the number 1 seed in the District's 2-4 sub-regional 6A tournament. They'll play Delaware Valley to get things started. It's been a while since they played a softball game
game, but I think they were trying to get a scrimmage in there, and this is a program that's usually pretty ready for a game.
Yeah, they usually come into the state tournament pretty ready, but those games go fast, so you got to start out fast, and it's important. And they've had a lot of strong first innings this season. We talk about their lineup being tough, top to bottom. They're going to have to come out swinging the bats, and Erica Book again will be counted on to do her job in the circle, and the defense too, how they play behind her, because Erica Book's not an overpowering pitcher, as we've talked about before. She's going to make a pitch to their contact and make them put the ball in play, and then it'll be up to the Lady Cougar defense. And they've shown flashes this year where they've been outstanding in the defensive field, but now it's time to play softball when it counts. And I think having been here this year or last year is going to help the Lady Cougars as well.
And all of the coverage of the district playoffs within the Standard Speaker. And of course, you can keep track here on SSPTV News. Dave, you had a really interesting article last week talking with Bobby Planutis, former Hazelton area high school basketball player transferring. He was playing at Mount St. Mary's, Division I NCAA basketball. Now he'll go to St. Bonaventure, play for the Bonnies. And just talking with him, he seemed very excited, Dave, for this opportunity, even compared how the Bonnies play to Hazelton area high school.
Yeah, he said it's an up-tempo type of game, and he'll play in a position where he's going to be more comfortable. He's going to a team that coming off quite a few successful seasons. Last season, the Bonnies made the NCAA tournament, beat UCLA in the tournament. He does have to sit out a year, according to NCAA guidelines, but he gets to practice every day, and he gets to work out in a weight training room and be part of the team for the year. The only thing he can't do is play in games. So that's only going to make him more hungry for when next season comes along, and I know he's anxious to be a contributor there.
I forget if it was you who brought it up in the article or Bobby Planutis, but there's some history to our area tied to St. Bonaventure.
Yeah, I Hazelton area Sports Hall of Famer Paul Hoffman, former St. Gabriel standout. Some argue the best player to ever come from the Hazelton area. He played at St. Bonaventure. He was on the Bonnies Final Four team in 1970.
You can read Dave's entire article. Go online, standardspeaker.com. Dave, thank you for your time, because I know you're very busy. You have to make that trip to Delaware Valley, a lot of other playoff games, so we appreciate you coming in here. Check them out every week here on SSP TV News.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. The 20th annual pub run in memory of Tim Martin will be held on Monday, May 28th. Registration is at the Fling YMCA from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. The run starts at 3 p.m. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Margaret Mary Brennan of Cunningham. Services will be private under the Brian W. Donnelly Funeral Home in Philadelphia. Clarence Clyde Buddy Brosowski Jr. of Freeland. Funeral Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home in Drums. Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the funeral home. John W. Jack Burke of St. John's. Services will be private under the Harmon Funeral Home in Drums. Richard L. Evans of Stillwater. Funeral Saturday at 12 noon at the Kleiser McMichael Baker Funeral Home in Berwick. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. and Saturday from 11 a.m. until 12 noon at the funeral home. Layla Jane Jordan of Hazelton. Services will be private. Joseph F. Seidlow of Hazelton. A gravesite service will be held Friday at 10 a.m. at the Calvary Cemetery in Drums. Alexis Mary Vida of Hazel Township. Friends may call Saturday from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Fear Oak Funeral Home in Hazelton. And Rosemary Vegelia of Hazelton. Mass is Thursday at 9:30 a.m. at Queen of Heaven Parish at Our Lady of Grace Church in Hazelton. Friends may call Thursday from 8 to 9:30 a.m. at the church. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home in Hazelton is in charge of arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSP TV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Anthony Romanek of Hazelton. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267, extension 104, for your free movie.
Call in to try and win those Carnival tickets. That's a wrap for today. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.